Hey, hey, hey.
I'm in my jammies.
I literally rolled out of the barn.
Do you see how I'm leaning this way?
This is a white shirt, which I do love this shirt. It was a sorority fundraiser from Ohio State. America Needs
No one
Farmers.
can see what it says because there's so much sheep excretions on it.
I mean, I am gross.
Like I just showered and I am literally like staying away from you like
it's
this.
After 10 p.m. we're podcasting because we had to move some breeding sheep into the county fair. It's Geauga County Fair season. Woo, woo. Can't wait till it's over. No, it is a lovely fair. It's just a lot of things leading up to it.
You guys just have too many animals.
I think what it is that we're too intense with like how we manage their diets.
You think?
Yeah.
You're too intense with everything with them.
If we want to do it right. So we're literally weighing before we water, weighing after we water.
But do other people do all this?
Lots of people do this too.
I've never heard of anyone's life being completely put on hold like this. This is insane.
For the day before moving.
Let me ask you a question. What if you and your husband worked a regular 9-to-5 job?
We'd have to take a vacation day.
So you would not work your
Yeah,
job.
that's what a lot of parents do. They take vacation day during the fair. Do you know actually what is very interesting to me? That a lot of 4-H advisors, 4-H people take their vacation the whole week of county fair. So it's not
like
a vacation, but they take vacation so they can be at the fair with their grandkids, their kids, their members.
Yeah, no, I'm good.
Yeah.
I don't get it. This is such a lifestyle I cannot understand. I actually said this to your husband this morning because we've been
he thinks it's all crazy. He doesn't understand.
But I actually said this to him because we're entering, we're polishing apples to enter into the fair and different gift baskets and things like that.
The consumer pack.
Yes. And we were talking about it and he's talking to me like I know what he's talking about. And I said, I don't know what that is. He said, yes, you do. I said, Bill, I did not grow up.
I thought we weren't talking about this.
No, this is not that.
Oh, okay.
But I did not grow up in an agricultural world. So
You've come a long way, my friend.
But my point is like where I grew up, if you go to the fair, you're going for rides. You might go walk through the barns to see the animals, but that's it.
This is why our podcast is called Mismatch.
But I need you guys to understand that I don't get it.
You're starting to get it.
I can't get it. I can't
understand. The part that I don't get is that at the Geauga County Fair, you could have the worst animal ever and it could sell for the most amount of money. It's all who you line up for your buyers.
I don't doubt that. But
the prices are insane.
What is this is just so much work.
It is, but it's teaching the kids work ethic.
I guess. I guess.
I don't know. I guess what do we do this all for? We do it for a ribbon. It's not about that. It's about the success. You want the kids to learn. Because I don't feel
like the purpose behind this is for the money.
No,
it's not.
Definitely not the money.
Right. Of course not. So, let's be realistic. It's probably costing.
So I feel like we're forging potential careers, like a lot of animal nutrition, a lot of animal veterinary medicine, food and nutrition right now it's all about the food, nutrition, and the exercise. So think about a nutritionist. There are animal nutritionists. There are exercise science people.
So the exercise aspect, you guys bought this treadmill basically.
Oh, yeah, we have a treadmill.
Yeah. Is that
takes it to the next level.
Right. So that's my point. As I feel like you guys have really.
Well, here's the funny thing. Our brand of a treadmill, first of all, we bought it used.
It doesn't matter.
From a friend.
It does not, that you're trying to make it sound better than it is. It doesn't matter.
No. So my sheep guy was like, oh, what kind of a treadmill did you get? And I don't actually remember the brand. He's like, oh, that's a good treadmill. And I'm like, oh, is it? Because I didn't really know. We just took what we could get.
But I feel, right. So this has become basically a full-time job for you.
Not really. Well, this week it has been.
Really.
Yeah.
The last 2 weeks, I would say.
Yeah, right before fair, it's crunch time.
So a perfect example of this is about 2 or 3 weeks ago, you said to me, and you probably don't even realize that this conversation
Can't wait to hear what I said.
You said to me, when does school start? And I think it was Thursday. And I said, Tuesday, in 4 days. And you said, really, we have so much to do in the next 3 weeks. Your bigger concern was getting ready for the fair versus getting your kids ready for school.
No, I knew I'd lose my kids during the day.
Right.
And so that changes things because so our kids wake up every morning at 5:20 before school. So they wake up, they all go straight to the barn. They do chores until about 6:05 with 3 of them plus me. That's 4. We can get a lot done in a little bit of time.
For sure.
If it's just me doing it, I mean, it's over an hour, for sure. But right now we have all the exercise. We have all the extra things to give the final push. So, I mean, it's hours. I'm not going to lie. They're in the barn for at least 4 hours every night.
Do they enjoy it?
I think they actually really are enjoying it. But tonight the boys were done.
They didn't want to.
And I'm you guys, this is the final push. We have one more night and then it's the fair. This is the big weigh-in tomorrow morning.
Okay,
we're
so
getting
what
up.
happens after tomorrow then?
Oh, we can relax.
But can you relax?
No.
I don't understand. How do you relax?
No, we can't. So everything will be weighed in. We'll know what the weights are. And why do we care about weights? Because we have 3 kids. We want all the kids to be in different classes. So I'm managing diets based on what lamb I want in what class, because I certainly don't want all 3 of them in the same class.
So correct me if I'm wrong. These are supposed to be the kids' projects.
They are.
That you're managing.
Well, I manage the diet. So somebody has to know, and people know way more than me. So I have a guy that helps me help know the genetics of how these sheep are raised and how they grow to how we can feed them and how they can finish.
I feel like this is the agricultural version of Dance Moms.
It kind of is. Yeah. That's what we'll call this, Dance Moms.
Okay.
But then we've got a pig guy who helps us too, because I certainly know nothing about pigs.
I do also feel
frankly,
that
the pig that I like, he doesn't even like.
But I feel like when you got the pigs, you did take this little petting zoo that you hate
to next level. So Parker showed pigs before. I showed pigs, but pig genetics have changed so much. I feel like pigs grow slower now and they eat so differently. They actually don't eat that much food initially. Now they're putting it away. Meat chickens, I don't have a person for meat chickens. I can manage the meat chickens, and the kids are really able to now kind of do that too. Cause it's okay, we are 0.2 of a pound from being out of the game. We are so close. We have these birds that are so heavy. And so they're oh my gosh, they can't eat an oat that we don't put in front of them because they just breathe air and gain weight. So, I mean, every species is different, and our rabbits could be bigger.
When I say that you took it to another level, this isn't really what I mean. I mean,
what was yours? The petting zoo level?
Yeah,
you added more?
What in the world is going on that there are now pigs there?
They're really cute, aren't they?
No, I don't.
You don't like them, but I do.
I don't like them at all. I just feel like it's.
The pigs are nice. I don't know what I'm going to do. Tom, I'm going to have to rub somebody else's hams because they give me attention and I give them their skincare when the boys let me. And I'll tell you, actually, you want to know really something gross?
No.
You don't want to know this. I quite possibly, the grossest thing I've ever done is help my sister clean her horse's sheath.
I don't even know.
Have we ever talked about that?
No, I don't know what it is.
It's where they pee. It's also the male body part. And apparently, I think we've talked about this.
Maybe.
I was dumb. I don't know anything about horses. My sister's I need help cleaning my horse's sheath. So it's the skin that's around the penis. And I am not even telling you, first of all, horses are
so clearly
large
they're
creatures.
Not circumcised.
No. And you actually have to clean for the horse's well-being and health, up there. The dirt and the nastiness that was up there, that's the grossest thing I've ever done. That was gross. I told her I'm out. I will never do that again. But tonight was maybe a new low. We maybe shouldn't even talk about this because no one is ever going to talk to me again. But our pig is a little constipated. So there's different tricks. You can run water on their back, their sides. You can do a little bit gentle enema.
I can't do this anymore.
This is gross. We're going to lose all of our.
I don't want to be part
Anyways,
of this podcast
I got
anymore.
the pig to poop. So with a little water therapy, the pig pooped, and she didn't poop. And I had to call my pig guy because I'm what do we do? How do you want me to feed this? Water her? What do you want me to do? And I'm oh my gosh, she's pooping. I was on the phone with them and I was having to celebrate. Parker's she's pooping. We're all she's pooping. So it was a very big moment that the pig pooped.
I'm just not okay.
We're celebrating pig poop.
I'm over the animals. I'm over all of it.
And you're going to come to the fair and you're going to be so glad that you can sit at our camper.
I can't really go to the fair until late because someone has to work at the market. But yes, I will be there.
I will say Bill has changed a little bit because the first year Bill didn't even come to the fair. And I had to call him and I said, Bill, first of all, if I'm involved, like obviously we're going to be a little competitive. And I said,
little? Do you think that you're, wait, do you consider this to be a little competitive?
A little competitive.
A little. Okay.
So, but Jack just had layers and breeding chickens and he did showmanship. And he's like, I don't think I'm going to come. There's like so many people. There's no way. I'm like, can you please come? Because there are 25 people in this class. And I'm telling you that Jack is going to do well his very first year. He's like, it's fine. So I called him. I'm like, you have got to get here now. Like, I'm telling you, he's going to do good. Jack won showmanship. And he finally came. And he's like, oh, well, that's really good. And I'm like, yeah, he beat all these other kids. 25 in his class and he won.
It's a good thing that I'm
so now he
so
comes.
He can go to the fair.
Yeah.
Yay
So now
me.
he comes. Well, that's the joy of owning your own business.
Yes.
That you can sometimes escape and go watch your kids show your chickens.
This is true. It's great.
It's fantastic.
It's fantastic. So, no, he can't do that.
What's Thursday at 6? Golfing?
No, his draft that he's really, Tom is not happy with him over right now.
He could probably go. I don't know what he's going to be doing.
Tom is less than thrilled that he has to do this.
Well, so the guy that helps us with the pigs, apparently he has a really nice camper. The boys had to go get something out of it. They're like, this is like a big house. His camper's so huge. They were like really excited about the guy's camper, which now they've probably moved into and he doesn't even know it because he left it unlocked. So I'm thinking the kids can all hang out at his nice camper and then I'll just sit out there with my little camper and,
oh my goodness,
relax. And I'll send the kids to his camper. It sounds like a great plan. You should like this. I'm sending the kids away to another camper.
I'm just,
and you can hang out by our camper.
It's a lot. This is just a lot. This whole thing. I don't know. I don't have anything else going on, obviously, because that is literally like
we've been polishing
life
apples.
Right now. Yeah.
Hiring people.
That's all.
Interviewing adults that shouldn't be hired.
Goodness. I have met some crazy people this week, but it's fine. We'll find the right people eventually.
Well, I made a good deal on the playground today. So this lady that we know, when I say we know her, it's very loosely. We know one of her relatives very well, and she makes delicious sourdough bread, by the way. Ask your mother-in-law what she thought of it.
Oh, I did want to ask her.
It was so good. Bill's like, did you have that everything bagel or everything? It was good. Bread, sourdough bread. So anyways, they were talking about how the husband quit his job and he's now a stay-at-home dad and she runs the bakery and like does all these things and he's homesteading. He's like, yeah, we really want to get into rabbits. My eyes light up and I'm like, oh, are you looking like, what do you want to do with your rabbits? He's like, well, we want to eat them. They're really good for you. I'm like, they are. And actually I learned a new thing about rabbits. In the Muslim culture, we have some customers that come and hang out at the barn. And so they're always sharing like tidbits about their religion with me. And they said that after a woman gives birth in the Muslim culture, they often roast a rabbit because the iron and like the nutrition of the rabbit is so good. It helps replenish the woman's blood. So if you can imagine me having that conversation in the barn, we talked about other things. I know how they do halal kills with the sheep's ears over the eyes. Like we had a lot of conversations and while I was doing chores. Anyways, and so they were interested in the rabbits. So I sold 8 rabbits to them plus a doe. I was very excited.
So if you didn't sell them.
We're down 9 rabbits.
So if you didn't sell them to them.
I would have sold them to the guy at the Home Depot parking lot. He meets me there. It's like a good meeting. It's not very far off of 71. So he's like 10 minutes further. So he just meets at the Home Depot parking lot.
Okay, so
we've talked about that before too.
So the rabbits, for example, like why do you breed the rabbits?
We sell them for meat, but they could show them. So they have meat pens.
They do show them.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the 9 will go to the fair, and then we sold the other 9 babies to these people.
Okay.
Yeah. For a discounted rate a little bit because I don't have to go to the Home Depot parking lot.
For sure.
So, and they were thrilled, and they're going to eat it, and then they're going to use the dough to breed, and then they hopefully will be able to generate their own flock of rabbits. So that was exciting.
Well, that was a good day for you.
It was a great day for me. I didn't make any money, but I freed up a couple rabbit cages.
There you go.
So that was exciting.
Oh my goodness.
So we had this event called the Cultivated Cure, and it was at another fruit farm in Chillicothe, Ohio, which is a fruit farm that I grew up going to. And it's a beautiful farm in Chillicothe, you know, Ohio's first capital, home of Tecumseh. There's just a lot of rich history in Chillicothe. Their farm is beautiful. And they hosted this event, and I really like their apple cider. Mm-hmm. And Bill always says that Patterson's is third and Hirsch's and Lauraville are like rank above, which might have been kind of true. I mean, I really like the three of them. So I got to have some Hirsch apple cider. We had this event, but I don't really leave the barn and the house and the farm very often anymore. So my hair needed colored so bad, and my hair lady had to cancel because she went on a vacation to like the Hamptons. And so my hair didn't get done. Mm-hmm. So I found this like gel underneath because I ordered the spray stuff on Amazon, but it didn't come in time, and I didn't realize until the night before.
I mean, why you did not just run to Drug Mart? They were
closed. Remember, they were closed. And we were leaving at 7:30.
24-hour CVS.
So anyways, I found this gel. So I gelled my hair. It worked really, really well. We're leaving. Like I literally had 10 minutes to get ready. I put my makeup in the car, and I didn't realize that I think it was actually hair color. Like not like the hair. No, I'm being serious. Like a temporary color. Every time I touched my hair to scratch, I got black on my fingers.
Your nails. Oh my gosh.
Then I put my sunglasses at the event on my head, and I put them on my face. I had like raccoon lines. I'm like, Bill's like, there's something all over your face. I'm like, oh my gosh. If it starts dripping down my face next, it was so embarrassing. It was so awful. And it made my hair feel terrible. And then I washed it before I went. And she's like, what did you do to your hair?
She probably was like wondering.
I'm like, well, I might have used some temporary color and left it in.
Oh my goodness.
She was so angry with me.
Oh my goodness. I will say though, you needed to do something.
It was so bad.
Like, it was. I mean, I would have taken a Sharpie at that point.
I said I can't afford hair color because my pigs took all my money.
There you go.
Because they have really good skin and hair.
You're proving my point with all of this. You're proving my point completely. I don't understand it.
I don't know what I'm going to do with all my free time when I don't have to go out there and like, Wagyu beef is like when you massage the beef. Mm-hmm. I wonder what that's called with pork. Cause I feel like the kids should advertise it as that because I feel like they've like had like massages like 5 times a day.
Like I do not think that other people do this to this extent. I am sorry.
I'm seriously sure they do.
Do not think it happens. And I would like to hear like if I just cannot imagine that people do this.
There's a whole sector.
I don't understand how people have time to work normal jobs if they are currently rubbing their pigs.
So they come home from work and then they go to the barn. Like that's what my dad always did.
You do it all day.
But I don't do it all day. This week, today, I do it all day. It says what?
What's it called?
Oh, wait, say that again. Talk to us.
Okay, it says Kurobuta pork and Iberico pork.
It's a Japanese heritage pork. Black hog.
Black hog.
Well, my pigs are kind of black.
It's a Berkshire pig.
Yeah, that's where
I can't read this.
We're actually
known
Hampshire
for its
crosses.
high fat content, tenderness, and marbling. The marbling allows the pork to cook evenly and quickly, resulting in juicy, tender texture. Some say the Kurobuta pork has an unmatched flavor depth that's superior to other pork varieties.
Well, let me tell you,
no
the
one
Patterson
is saying
kids,
that the porks are massaged or that the pigs are massaged.
The Patterson kids have some Japanese pork. I'm telling you.
I cannot.
Well, Jack the other day was like, really, what are you going to do when Black Beauty is gone? Because I do kind of like this little pig. She was our extra pig. And I'm like, I'm sure I'll be fine.
I mean, I just think that the pigs are a lot.
The pigs are a lot.
But our
pig guy is intense.
I don't know.
Have you met our pig guy?
No, I'm fine.
I don't think our pig guy listens, but he's intense. He was highly recommended by someone else we know. But you think I'm intense? He takes it to the next level.
I feel like maybe
we could have him on the podcast.
I don't want to. I feel like
he's a real estate agent, an auctioneer
that do this to this extent, though. It's their business.
No, if this was your business, you wouldn't be doing this. You would be raising the club pigs that we bought and then selling them to crazy people like us. That would be your business. We're just like suckers.
Dude, I was just going to say, I bet you they're like, look at these idiots. Here they come. Like,
well, so today a friend of ours, they came over and their lambs we sheared their sheep. We got their leg wool already. We helped them. And I say I have my sheep guy who helps me. The two of us did it because we made our kids go to school.
Oh,
this girl got out of school.
I was attempting to be in my office yesterday, and something was going on in the barn, and Bill and I were trying to have
the pigs.
Yeah, we were attempting to have an actual work related conversation, kind of. I think it may have been important. I don't remember. And the screaming that was coming from the barn was so inappropriate. And he looks at me and he goes, just ignore that. And I go, I can't. I don't think that is okay, whatever is going on in there.
I told him their pigs were screaming. They're very upset about getting their faces cleaned for the fair and their ears. They weren't big fans.
Oh my gosh, they were so loud. They were screaming so loud.
But it was very short-lived.
The whole time we were
Fancy
talking.
was the worst. Gail did really well.
It was it was terrible. It was
do
terrible.
that again?
No, I honestly I dreamt about it. It was awful.
We thought it was pretty good. I'm like, yeah, that wasn't that bad.
You do not understand. Also, this is another, and we're out of time, so we have to go. But
oh my goodness,
the sounds that come from your barn are heard for miles and miles and miles.
The rooster, apparently.
So we can hear the rooster at our house in the morning, and which we don't even live a mile away. If you go through, it's 500 feet from where the rooster is to my front door. Probably maybe 700.
It's more
feet.
than 500.
Maybe 1,000 feet. It's not that far. Maybe 1,500.
Maybe 2,000.
It's not a mile. I'll tell you that. It's not a mile.
My sister-in-law and brother-in-law say they can't even hear it. So I think it goes over their house.
I don't understand how they cannot hear it, because my husband will tell you, my daughter, all of us are like, oh yeah, we hear it. It doesn't bother us, but we totally hear it.
Well, listen, Augustus the rooster, he has a really nice crow.
It's very loud.
He's named after Bill's great-great-grandpa.
Weird stuff coming out of that barn.
Until next time, friends, we're mismatched.